Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Not only is silver about to hit $30, I expect it to hit $50 in a much smaller time frame than I think people are expecting. I've been talking about $50 silver for a very long time now. People thought I was crazy. People thought I was a silver pumper. And the truth is, I think now more than ever, people are realizing the potential and the reality of silver's true value. Now, this article explains down to, just very straightforward what's going on, why precious metals prices, why silver is rising. So Goldman Sachs analysts in their latest research note revised up the silver price forecast to $30 versus the previous $22 projection. So people are becoming more and more bullish on silver. More downside expected in U.S. real interest rates, combined with a record level of debt accumulation by the U.S. government, real concerns about the longevity of the U.S. dollar as a reserve currency have started to emerge. People are doubting the dollar, and the dollar is based off of faith because there's nothing backing it. Pandemic measures taken for the economy will lead to a significant rise in debt in the future, which in turn will lead to policymakers allowing inflation to rise, boosting precious metals prices. Everything is pointing towards gold and silver. The stars have aligned. The perfect storm is here. The stars have aligned. Everything that I've been talking about is happening. I don't want to say I told you so, but everything is happening. The dollar crashing. Recession/depression. Low supply, high demand. Following a pandemic, people losing faith in the dollar, inflation rising. It's all leading towards silver exploding. Now, the last thing we have is the 2020 presidential election, which is going to be the cherry on top. Do not take this stuff lightly. Silver was above $26 today, headed towards $27. So it's already around the $30 mark. Once it breaks $30, trust me, it's going to hit 40 even faster. Now, why is this? Herd mentality. Just like Bitcoin, when Bitcoin broke past that $10,000 barrier, it hit $20,000 faster than it jumped even $1,000 previously. That's because people see the potential. They want a slice of the silver pie. Look how fast, once it broke above $20, it got to almost $27. I remember last week I was talking about $20 silver. I was talking about it's approaching its $21 July 2016 high. I made that video not even a week ago. And now I'm talking about $27 silver. So think when it breaks $30, how fast I'm going to be talking about $40 silver. And think once it breaks $50, that resistance that it's happened from 1979 to 1980 and again in 2011, think of where it's going to go from there. Herd mentality. As the price goes higher, more people are attracted to it because there's YouTube videos, there's news articles, friends and family are talking about it, and people that have never invested $1 in their life are going to start investing, just like Bitcoin. Coinbase was the #1 downloaded app on Android and iOS, and that's not from people that were investing in the cryptocurrency. That was all new people. And then now we have millennials that have access to Robinhood and these very easy to use apps that they can quickly buy, sell, and trade on. It's bringing a whole new wave of money, a whole new wave of investors into play. Now this is another article. This is another article talking about gold is surging, but silver could go parabolic as precious metal ratio narrows. Silver has risen 33% in 4 months, and analysts see it hitting $30. The price of silver has shot up 34% since the beginning of July in a whirlwind rally that has made some analysts more bullish on the precious metal than they are on its more beloved sibling gold. So, just since July, it's up 34%. In truth, silver has been widely outperforming gold since the two bottomed in March, but it has received far less attention. They're sweeping silver under the rug, right? Silver doesn't, gold is the mascot. Gold is the metal that brings people in, but then once they're in, they hear about this cheaper, more affordable, and more this metal that has more potential than gold as well, then they transfer to silver. The price of gold has rallied 33% and grown in appeal for investors trying to hedge their portfolios against slow economic recovery, inflationary risk, and currency devaluation. In that same period, silver prices more than doubled and rallied nearly 108% to reach a trading level not seen since 2013. So silver has an opportunity to go parabolic. We're far away from done in terms of the rally. I still think silver will outperform gold going forward and will be one of the best performing assets of the year. Costa likes silver because it's a play on the same macro thesis but offers investors more opportunity. Silver's performance is directly linked to gold's but is traditionally much more volatile because of lower trading volumes. Silver's a much smaller market, simple as that. And so an investment here could serve as a more levered bet on a continued gold rally. Costa also sees silver as having elements of a catch-up trade. The gold to silver ratio, a metric that shows how many ounces of silver are needed to buy 1 ounce of gold, is hovering around 79, when historically the average is closer to 50. That tells Costa that while silver has already had an incredible run, it still has a lot more room to grow in comparison to its sibling. Investing in silver is also a play on industrial activity and clean energy. According to Goldman Sachs economist Jeffrey Curry, in a note published Tuesday, Curry wrote that the combination of the European Green Deal and the U.S. presidential Democratic candidate Joe Biden plans to attack climate change should result in doubling every year of solar panel capacity installations in the U.S. and Europe. Currently, solar energy projects about 15% of silver demand. So, as we go green, as the whole entire world goes green, PV or photovoltaic cells, which is silver, are going to be needed for these solar panels, and that's going to boost silver demand. As we know, we have a diminishing supply over the last 7 years. Silver supply or silver production has been getting cut back by the hundreds of millions of ounces, but the demand is only going to be increasing over the years from 5G technology, from electric vehicles, and from what this article is talking about, solar panels. So if you think silver demand is not, if you think people don't need silver or people aren't going to want silver, you're completely wrong, because the demand for silver, the want for silver, the need for silver is only going to be doubling, if not tripling, over the next coming years. So as silver is found from a byproduct, as people abandon silver mines, as mines are shut down and coming to a halt from this pandemic, a diminishing supply but a rapidly rising demand is only going to shoot the price up. We saw the U.S. Mint already shortening their stock. We saw American Eagle shortages earlier, the beginning of this year. Now we're seeing it again. I just made a video about it yesterday. This stuff is real, right? And this is all pointing towards explosive silver prices. So when I'm talking about $50 silver, $100 silver, you cannot call me crazy anymore. I don't want to say I told you so. It's not about being right. It's just something that's obvious. And if you haven't seen that, then I'm sorry, but you missed out, because most people are going to be buying silver once it's already exploded. Most people are going to buy silver at $30, $40, $50 an ounce. We've been buying it at $5, $10, $15 an ounce. So while most people are buying it, we're going to be selling it. The producers are going to be turning into the consumers. The consumers are going to be turning into the producers. So, in the note, Curry raised his price target on gold to $2,300 per ounce. Should silver industrial demand grow by 5% next year from 2019 levels, the gold to silver ratio would fall to 77. To reflect that change, Curry also raised his silver price target to $30 an ounce. So, a move to $30 an ounce may be likely, Blue Line Futures President Trader Bill Brook said, but not before the rally cools down. And that's talking about a correction. On a technical basis, silver hit resistance just above $26.20 late Monday before falling back down to $24.56, where it traded at 4:35 p.m. Berg expecting the pullback to bring silver down to around $21, the 2016 high, before precious metal surges forward again. I don't think it's going to go that low, honestly. I don't think it's going to go that low. When it hit above $26, there was a lot of resistance around $24.50. I couldn't imagine it dropping $3 from there. There's too much stability. There's too much support. Right? There's way too much support. People are way too bullish on silver. People are buying it. They're very, they're very quick to buy, especially if it's around $24. That's cheap to them because they know it's going to be going a lot higher. And like I said, people are realizing the true value of silver. The true value of silver. More than ever, finally, People are taking their money out of fiat currency and transferring it into something with real value. It's preserving your wealth against inflation. It's a hedge against inflation. It's like putting your money in a time capsule, and I'm so glad that we are here now. You know, I didn't know when it would happen, but I knew it would happen. The time frame, this pandemic kind of sped things up, but I was predicting the 2020 presidential election would be the Kickstarter, but the pandemic was the Kickstarter. The 2020 presidential election is only going to make things so much more chaotic and so much more bullish for precious metals, right? So much more bullish. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, and let me say one more thing. When I talk about $100 silver, it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen next week. It's not going to happen next month. It's not going to happen next year. $100 silver would be something we would see in the next 5-6 years. To be realistic, I'm not going to mislead you, right? I'm not going to mislead you, right? Like some people will. That's going to take several years. $50 silver could definitely be within the next couple of years. That's realistic, right? When silver hit $50 in 2011, it only took 3 years. The 2008 credit crisis led to $50 silver 3 years later in 2011. So with things as severe and as chaotic as they are now, it definitely could happen in 3 years or less, because things are much more severe than they were back then. We have a global pandemic on our hands, not just a recession / depression. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you thought this video was educational, informational, or at least just entertaining, make sure to smash that like button. Let's see if this video can get 300 likes. Like this video if you love precious metals. I'm going to wrap this one up here. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.